So what do you find are the most common reservations when trying to get people on board with the software?
Quite a few. The most common one would be, especially for the guys that are manually counting, they think that they won't know the job or they won't have a good understanding if they're just looking at a screen. So a
Yeah.
lot of them think, they won't understand, hey, where things fit in the job and how the processes work. That's a really common one that comes up all the time. And I suppose looking at it from a Countfire perspective, how we ensure that that isn't the case is that we've got steps in the software to actually help you understand, like, where your symbols are located, where things
Yeah.
fit in the job. There's multiple features in there for like pulling a project together. So if you want to like stitch like parts of the project together to get a better overview to it. So yeah, that's the most common one I come up against. But we have lots of tools in the software,
Yeah.
which gets you heavily involved in the project.
Sure.
So sort of, yeah, I think we can overcome that as well. And I think a lot of it is down to habit as well.
Yeah.
Somebody's been doing this for 20 years on a piece of paper. It's like they're resistant to doing the change. So they're like, I'm scared of doing that. But yeah, once you get in there and start using those tools, then you can sort of see the biggest difference really as well.
Yeah.
And what about yourself? What do you find is the most sort of common fear?
I suppose people might not want to take the time to learn the software, but I think that you can kind of mitigate that by, we have our support system, which we're super proud of. So if you need any help with anything in the software or how to use it at all, you can just pop us a message and we're there pretty much instantly to help you with anything, that you might run into.
So yeah, although we talk about automation, so it's like, people have this conception sometimes that you don't actually do anything with the project, which feeds into possibly the guys thinking, hey, I won't learn the job as such.
Yeah.
But it is automation, but you're still in the drawing and you're
Yeah.
actually actively looking at that drawing. So you're making a selection of a symbol. It's counting multiple symbols across that drawing, but you still are engaged. You're turning off those symbols, looking to see where things are located. So there is a degree of still looking at the drawing and checking that things are where they should be.
Yeah.
And then there's other enhanced features as well, like where you can like link drawings together, like stitch them together like a floor plan, so you can see how your services interact and where your containments and things runs as well. So yeah, it is called automation, but you still have a lot of input to the actual process of doing the takeoff and estimate.